So after your dad was diagnosed with Parkinson's, can you tell us a little bit about your first impression of a program like this and kind of what the community has done for you?
It's pretty amazing because every time we get a checkup from the doctors, neurologist, gerontologist, they go like, your dad, man, like, how is he still like walking and talking and doing all these things? Because typically we see a much more marked decline. And so basically we thought, well, it's the dancing part, it's like a Renaissance resurrection experience for my dad. It's like we thought those days were behind us, and then all of a sudden, like it allowed my father and I to get closer again and finding that commonality. And then, but just after we walk in, it's hugs, it's kisses, it's like, hey, it's amazing, Like I said, it does have that without non-cliche sense of the true, like a family experience, that we can have a good, safe place.
Yeah, I was diagnosed 6 years ago when I was 57 with Parkinson's. I don't have the shakes like a lot of people with Parkinson's. I have more rigidity in my left side of my body. I have a lot of the symptoms that aren't, people can't view. There's over 40 different symptoms with Parkinson's, and we're all kind of different in ours.
So Parkinson's disease is a neurodegenerative disorder, so it affects the part of the brain that's responsible for like initiating and controlling movement. So what happens to a person with Parkinson's is the dopamine cells start to die off, and when 80% of those dopamine cells are gone, that's when they start experiencing the symptoms of Parkinson's disease. There are many, many symptoms of Parkinson's disease, but I think the most common ones that people would be familiar with are like rigidity, slowness, tremor. But then there are ones that people don't see, which are like depression and apathy and fatigue, trouble with sleeping.
I lost my smell and taste years ago. I had depression. I have, as I said, rigidity, so exercising can be harder.
Parkinson's disease being a neurodegenerative disorder means it's brain. That's neurodegenerative, means it gets worse. It doesn't get better.
And as my big thing that I found in the last 6 years is you have to be connected with people. You have to have people that are there supporting you, and exercise is being proven to be one of the only things that will actually slow down or stop the progression of Parkinson's.
Isn't that her? As soon as I saw it, I went to that Sarah.
Oh, as though you know her. Like you know her so well.
An interesting story, because I've had Parkinson's for a couple years, and I've heard about Sarah's classes and had a very kind of an awakening situation. In the class, we do movements where we have to make it rain, and I realized with my Parkinson's, I can't make my left hand rain anymore. So it was really kind of frustrating. And then I realized I also couldn't move both hands, both feet at the same time, and I've always loved dancing. So when I told Sarah this after the class, she said, you know what? If you give me 4 weeks, 4 classes a week, I guarantee you'll find a huge improvement. So I did the class, and now I'm converted. I do it. I only do it once a week because I like the in-person classes. The important things with Parkinson's are I've found exercise and social contact, and this does both of them.
Stop. Yes. Stop. Yes. And no. And no. And push.
I started offering free classes in March 2008 with the mission to bring people with PD out of isolation and into an artistic, inclusive community where they could celebrate the joy of their own movement.
We bear, and then we kind of float out of it.
Honestly, I was just looking for a way to give back to community, and I wasn't sure what my thing was gonna be. I was working as a personal trainer, and Andy Berry, who used to be a radio host on CBC Metro Morning, he had Parkinson's, and he hired me as his personal trainer, and he was like, what do you know about Parkinson's disease? And I was like, absolutely nothing. And I was like, but I'm gonna do my research and like figure out how to help you sort of manage your symptoms and get stronger and lengthen and increase your flexibility and improve your balance, all of those things. And learned about the Mark Morris Dance Group, which is a modern dance company based in Brooklyn, New York. And they were offering Parkinson's dance classes. I did the first teacher training workshop in the Dance for PD method, and like literally was sold. You see people who have a lot of trouble initiating movement all of a sudden come alive, you know? How does it feel for me? Well, I cry all the time, like all the time. So I guess it's 17 or 18 years I've been working on this, right? 17 years we've been offering classes, and it never gets old. Like for me, when I see people doing something they thought they couldn't do, and when I see people connecting and smiling and chatting, I'm just like, ugh.
Just the community feeling, immediately the embracing of my dad and myself was remarkable. Like, that's it, we're in, and the rest is history. My dad and I came from a Ukrainian folk dance background, but I've heard about the therapeutic benefits of dance just personally. And then after Dad sort of diagnosed with Parkinson's, and I says, what was out there that could enhance his opportunities? It's become, the relying really now, like having the time with Dancing with Parkinson's program just to kind of re-enrich and invigorate. And so, but those kind of benchmarks, like the everyday life, and you're like, God, remember Dad, like look at the moves we were busting like last time we were here, and like, yeah, okay. And so kind of keeping him and me both energized, and it kind of keeps us, it just, gives us our heart stronger, to carry on.
I think a big thing that I've learned from this community is just how beautiful life is.
It brings me so much joy. And then when I see people like today, you saw the class. We are not dumbing it down. We are pushing people to be artists, to be dancers, to express big, to come out of their shells, to explore all of the possibilities. And when I see people do that, it gives me so much energy.
I think that, especially with something like Parkinson's, where right now there isn't a cure, and sometimes the treatments aren't necessarily benefiting everyone, because PD definitely shows up differently in everybody. I think what's so beautiful with this room and these people is that they've taught me just like every day is beautiful. And that when we come into this room, we can just kind of let go of anything that we were feeling in the day, if maybe we're not feeling good or we had a rough start to our morning. And the minute we walk in this room, it's just completely dropped. It's just, how are you? Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. I can't wait to dance with you. And definitely have learned to not take a day for granted, and also just be so grateful to find such a beautiful community.
I want to thank every single person that is here who supports us.
It's just so beautiful. And this is the best part of my week, because I come in here and this inspires me to go out and bring more love into the world and be a bright light for other people like they are for me, so.
We know that dance is what brings people into the room. I came here to take a dance class.
Take a look around the room. Make eye contact with all our incredible volunteers.
But it's really like the love and the community that keeps people coming back for more.